5 famous athletes who ended up in deep, trouble? Number 1. Joey Barton. Joey Barton is a British soccer player who has played with many teams during his career, but he was recognized as someone who is aggressive both on and off the field. The first incident concerning Mr. Barton is in 2004, where he put a lit cigar into another player's eye. 2005, he attacked a fan of an opposing team, fan who was just 15 years old at the time. In 2006, he exposes his backside to Everton supporters, and 2007 assaults another player. In 2007, he has an altercation with civilians and he is sentenced to 6 months in jail. 2008, racist comments on the field. 2011, punches another player in the chest. And 2010, is sentenced for homophobic remarks. In 2011, he is incredibly violent as a reaction to a red card, and in 2017, his contract is terminated. Mr. Barton accumulates more than £1 million in fines over the span of his career. Number 2. Ray Rice. Mr. Rice is an American football player whose position of choice was running back for the Ravens of Baltimore. On February 15, 2014, Mr. Rice was filmed punching his then-girlfriend at the time in the head in an elevator by a security camera. Talk about a Valentine's Day present. 3 months later, they got married, but this unfortunately was not enough for the Ravens, who decided to terminate Ray Rice's contract. Number 3. Oscar Pistorius. Oscar Pistorius, also known as the Blade Runner, is a South African sprinter. He is the fastest Paralympic sprinter in the history of mankind and the first disabled athlete who was allowed at the Summer Olympics of 2012. He is also the first disabled athlete to win a medal in track and field. On Valentine's Day 2013, Mr. Pistorius used a pistol to shoot his girlfriend through the bathroom door. He tried to say on the trial that he thought she was somebody else, but this did not fly as he was sentenced 5 years in prison for homicide. He was then sentenced 3 more years for reckless endangerment, and in 2015 he was tried again for murder with an additional 6 years in prison. His sentence was set in 2017 to 13 years and 5 months in prison. Number 4. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is an American professional golfer who is also the first sports athlete to reach $1 billion in career earnings. He's also the reason why golf is so popular today and an incredible magnet for sponsors. Unfortunately, rumors of affairs with multiple women, which were confirmed a little bit later in 2009, caused most of his sponsors to run away. People are arguing that Mr. Woods' extramarital affairs were the cause of losses up to $12 billion for investors. He was also charged in 2017 for DUI. Number 5. O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson is an American football player who was running back for the 49ers. He had a brilliant football career in the 60s and the 70s with multiple records which still stand today. He was also a renowned actor and TV show producer. O.J. Simpson was arrested in 1994 for the murder of his wife and one of her friends. He was able, through brilliant defense tactics from his attorney, to avoid a prison sentence and to have to pay $33 million to the families of the victims. A hefty sum which is still not paid today in 2021. However, justice is a patient lady. Mr. Simpson was arrested again in 2007 for charges of armed robbery and kidnapping, for which he was sentenced to 33 years in prison. Sorry, OJ.